Hey everyone, welcome to the Rooster Teeth podcast. I'm Gus.
I'm Gavin.
I'm Brian.
I'm Barbara.
And I'm Gus. We nailed it. We did it. We got through it.
10 minutes of prep.
There was so much discussion before this episode started.
I don't know if Gavin was about to go. I pointed at him.
I'll be honest, I had no idea. Every time Eric opened his mouth, all he said was all four of our names. And he said it so many times, I just stopped listening. What do you want from me, Eric?
I mean, but we got it all figured out, I thought.
Eric, I think what you have to do, just tell me and Gus.
You did help. Thank you.
I could just point at people when it's their turn to go.
I legit had stage fright when we started. Like, don't fuck this up. Please.
Well, Brian, at one point, you were just saying shit, and then Brian was like, I can't tell if you're being helpful.
I was trying to explain it in a way that helps my brain, knowing which person I'm after. So I was saying, okay, Brian, you're just after Gavin.
Gotcha.
And then you said I wasn't being helpful, and then you yelled at me for 5 minutes.
He couldn't
and then
tell if you were
crying.
being helpful.
I would never.
For all of our viewers and listeners, I should comment that this is a pre-record. The day this is airing, May 30th, is a holiday. We are not at work.
Oh, I was just about to open chat to be like, I wonder what they think of this setup.
When we were setting up like this, I was about to ask the crew, like, where's chat going to go? I was like, so everyone else can see it. I was like, oh, wait, no, we don't have chat.
What's weird is that I can't see the camera feed, so I never know if I'm on the screen. Which is the subconscious. Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
But I feel like now I'm without it. I'm like, oh, I don't know if the camera's on me.
This is weird. We're not live. We don't know if the camera's on us. We don't have chat. Like, we're just in a room by ourselves. Well, I guess with crew and everybody too.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I like this way better, by the way.
The space where we normally do the podcast is being used by another production right now. So we got kicked out. The longest running, maybe
salty. I like it.
a show that we do that's the same time every week for 13 years, 14 years now. Yeah, we got moved.
We got moved, but we're still at the same time.
So this is normally we pre-tape these in the morning.
Yeah, this is pre-recorded at 5 p.m. on a Monday.
It's 5:03 p.m. on Monday right now.
So we could now live watch the podcast that you made last time,
Which is also a pre-tape.
which is a pre-tape.
It's pre-tapes all the way down, baby.
I'm gonna pull it up right now on my phone.
What kind of low budget inception is this?
There's Gus.
I'm live right now over there. We're a different shirt.
Everyone shush.
4 or 5 months at this point. Like, it's not.
Why?
We can't copyright strike ourselves, Eric.
I wouldn't put it past us.
Here's what we should do, Eric.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Hijack the feed right now with this.
But
30 seconds.
No.
And then just give it back.
Then they wouldn't know. That would be so confusing.
That a message from the future.
Yeah.
We could do it.
No, we can't do
our
it.
own
It's not
signal.
the
I got a
future.
Max Headroom mask. I'll put on.
But for them, it's the future.
I'll pull my pants down.
Hold on. I need to figure something out here with Gavin. He said the podcast. If we intercepted the podcast going on right now, it'd be a message from the future. But the podcast is currently live right now to present day everyone. And so
But
if
that's
we
from the
came in,
past.
well, we're in the past. The video of us is in the past. So it's like we're sending a message to ourselves in the past, but ourselves are never going to acknowledge it. Because
No, we're sending it to the audience from the future.
Yeah, this is May 30th. You're talking to May 23rd.
Yeah, but if
what do you want to tell them?
Oh my God.
What we should do is we'll hijack the feed, and then be like, everyone, make sure, and then cut back to the.
No matter what, the most important thing is
absolutely
But
do not.
They are
Back to the
watching this
present.
when we're doing this. So we're not in the future from the people watching the podcast right now.
but we
What
will
are you
be.
confused about? What are you confused about? The podcast is live now.
Yeah.
It's you a week ago.
Right.
Or 4 days
But the
ago.
people
whatever.
watching it are the people today. People a week ago aren't
No.
watching.
We're going to send this now because it's at the same time as that one. We're going to send this live now
Yeah.
to the broadcast now. Like, overwrite what's playing now
Yes.
with us now.
Yeah,
Right.
So we're sending them. We don't have to worry about the future and the rest of the world. We'll worry about our future that we're creating right now.
So the people watching now,
Yeah.
as we're doing this now, would see us now.
Right. But if we're like, it's
this-
May 23rd, it's 75 degrees, they would know that because it's
And
today.
anyway, this podcast brought to you by Diet Smoke. Just throwing that out there.
I don't understand either, Barbara.
I
I don't.
yeah.
But everyone here is more important than me, so I just don't say anything.
If it makes you feel better, nothing I'm saying makes sense. So I wouldn't.
We're from the future. Johnny Depp is innocent.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Is that going to be solved by then?
I don't think so.
I think they're in the last week of the trial.
Okay.
This was the last week.
I say solved as if it's a murder case.
Decided.
Yeah.
Decided.
It is
Solve who's
completely
shittier.
it's completely pointless. It is just for our own entertainment that they're playing this.
Yeah,
Like, just prurient interest, whatever.
Yeah, I have. I think we talked about this on the episode that's airing right now. But
Hang on, it
it's
might be on. It might be on right now.
I won't-
Tune in live.
I won't get into it, but it's like this is. I feel like this is a new story. I'm not interested in, so I
Yeah.
have no knowledge about.
No.
Like I know it's happening, but or I should use air quotes news story.
It's a small group of psychos who really care about it.
Yeah.
That's what it's for.
Oh, Cole and Chris were on, huh?
Yeah.
I've been seeing it everywhere too.
Yeah, it's all on Twitter.
On Twitter, on YouTube.
Yeah.
I think I watched one video about it when the trial first started, and now it's in all of my recommended
served,
videos.
yeah. Part of me, the troll in me wants to say something like tweet like justice for Amber Heard or something, but then it's like I don't want a year's worth of responses.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't.
Just delete your old tweets after every so often. Just prune them. Just get rid of them.
Yeah.
I went down a rabbit hole right before this podcast started. We have a bunch of snacks just outside this room. Some good, some shitty.
Which ones are good?
Let's rank them.
Which ones are good?
I like
Just
the famous
cookies?
Amos cookies,
Those are the only good snack.
but it kind of threw me for a mind fuck because there's 2 packages now.
Oh, are they transitioning
Dude, what?
artwork?
I don't. So I
Did we get one from like a bunker or something from 10 years
The crew
ago?
kept making fun of me because they were like, "Are you still talking about the famous Amos cookies?" Because I sat here for like half an hour trying to figure out what the difference between these 2 bags was.
Well, it's a different yellow. It's a different. What do you mean? What's the difference? They're completely different.
So this
designs.
Why?
one's older.
That one is older. That one's maybe just a refreshed look.
It took me a while to figure it out. This one's for vending machines,
Oh.
and this one
How do you
isn't.
know?
Just like a
Because on the
different
back it
SKU.
says for vending machine.
Oh.
But when I was reading it, I realized
away.
that it's owned, like, it's whatever company. It's an affiliate of Ferrero International, which is like the same company that makes Ferrero Rocher.
Yeah.
Makes shitty famous Amos cookies.
Yeah.
I guess I wouldn't call them shitty because they're the best thing here.
No, that's not saying much, but yeah.
Yeah.
So does that mean if I own a vending machine, do I get cheaper snacks?
I don't know.
Do I get to buy them
But
at cost?
so I wonder, it's like, it's the same weight, it's the same ingredients.
That one
maybe
doesn't
it's taxed
expire?
differently.
Maybe it's the size of the
like a month?
size of the packaging is different, so it can like fall through the thing. You know what I'm saying?
So it'd be like thinner.
Yeah,
through.
this one is like more narrow and taller. Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah,
Like
and
those
you don't have to
spiral things.
rock the vending machine to get it if it's which I have done 100%.
When I was younger, like I was like a skeleton. I was super rail thin.
Same, yeah.
And I could reach into vending machines up under the
Oh, we
thing
get
that
it.
closes. Yeah,
Could
and
use
like
your
grab-
spider claw?
If there was like gum on the lower level, I could like pop the gum out and just
Yeah.
grab it.
Oh, a pack of gum.
Yeah, like a pack of gum. That was
I was
the mess.
picturing. I don't know what's wrong
I was
with me
picturing
today.
gum on a stick. I was like, that's genius. You could really get some.
Oh.
He's got a lot.
Hey, more people die from vending machine accidents than shark attacks every year, Gus.
Yeah, well, you're right. I know that now. We didn't have the internet back then.
I also found out that more people die from coconuts falling than shark.
Really?
Than
than
vending
shark-
machines?
Than shark
Oh.
attacks.
How many people get killed by a coconut in a year?
I think it's 14.
Coconut deaths per year.
I looked up for a bit how many dog deaths there are, and it's
From
like
coconuts?
30. No, just from like a dog going ham on a toddler or something.
Oh, like
God.
a dog killing someone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's like
Ooh.
20 to 30 because I was trying to do a bit about we wouldn't put up with this from any other animal. Like if they were
Yeah.
had
Does-
20 to 30 bodies on their name.
Does anyone want to guess how many people a year are killed by coconuts? Like, specifically, not like a coconut allergy, by coconuts falling
In
on
the
them.
world
Yes,
or in America?
in the world.
I reckon-
140.
Yeah, I reckon it could top 100. I'm going to say 104.
I'm going to go I'm going to go 50.
Barbara almost nailed it. It's 150 people a year. So like almost one every 2 days.
Yeah.
Someone is killed by
Unless there's a
coconut.
wedding and there's just like a big storm and it gets there's like 20 coconuts at once.
It's like whack-a-mole.
If I got killed by a coconut, don't report it to the authorities that way.
Don't
Should we
Tell
just
them
like
that's how I
stick a
got
knife
Yeah.
in you and be like, someone
yeah,
stabbed him?
or a shark
his
got
neck.
him or yeah. He had a heart attack. He didn't have the healthiest lifestyle, but not that that I could have
They're gonna be like, how does he have this like 2-inch welt hole in his skull?
That's a birth defect. Yeah. I don't want to get killed by something that I could have avoided by stepping to the right or the left.
It's like the perfect crime. You wait up in a tree with a bunch of coconuts and wait for your victim to walk by, and you just fucking chuck a coconut down as hard as you can at their head.
Are they dense? I guess so. I mean, if people get killed by
Full of liquid, I guess.
They I think could get up to the weight of like a bowling ball, and if they're falling from
What if you
30-foot tree or something?
What if you just received that information ahead of time? Like maybe
so,
2 months before.
Oh, like
someone
knowing you
just
were gonna
said
die via
the
coconut?
coconut that kills you has just begun to grow. Like suddenly be like
you're listening
shit.
to a podcast live and a transmission from the
That's what we
future
should
breaks
say.
in.
Let's get in the chat of the podcast and freak them out.
We should pick someone in the chat right now and just tell them to watch out for coconuts. Hijack the feed. Tell them to watch out for coconuts.
Okay. No, I'm gonna do it right now. I'm opening up the chat of people watching.
It is gonna like.
What? Am I not? Okay. I'm gonna pick.
Would it be a thing where like you try to avoid like, okay, well, I'm never going to anywhere with coconuts, and then you
just
step
move
outside.
to Scotland for a bit, I guess, or something.
But then you're walking and someone just throws one.
Hey, that one nerdy dad in chat. Oh, watch out.
Oh, is that who you picked?
Yeah.
Beware of coconuts.
You picked a dad?
I mean.
He'll be thankful. He'll be like, oh, finally.
I'm gonna also
Barbara,
write it in the
you're
RTTV chat.
You're on that podcast, so it's not weird.
I'm gonna say.
What?
I'm gonna say. Watch out for coconuts. You'll understand next week.
So now he's gonna think he's gonna die next week. He's like, why is Barbara Dunkelman messaging me?
He's just like, he'll just be wary of coconuts for a week. But in looking up in my obsession with those famous Amos cookies and Ferrero Rocher, I was reading on them because I don't know, my brain spiraled down into that. Yeah. And I read that Ferrero Rocher also owns or makes Nutella and distributes it. Okay. And Nutella uses
like Kinder Bueno and all that.
Nutella production uses 1/4 of the world's annual hazelnut production.
Shit.
So, I'm okay with that.
It's that's a lot of hazelnuts.
But people seem to like it.
It's good.
What are the other 3/4 good? Like, are you just sitting around? Damn, I want a hazelnut right now.
Yeah, it's not a nut you normally.
Yeah, it's pretty shitty in nut form.
Is it?
It's all right. I mean, I can get them down, but it's not. It's much better. It's like a gooey blend inside a chocolate.
Are hazelnuts also filberts, or is that a different nut?
What are filberts? Is that a qualification of nut?
It's also a hazelnut. It's a different name.
I only think of hazelnut as like a flavor for coffee that I don't go towards.
You just think of creamer.
Yeah.
I also think of the Nutella spread. Doesn't that have hazelnuts in it?
25% of the world's production.
Speaking of nuts, I was eating one of the not great snacks from our snack area.
Yeah.
Is these
y'all have had it too good in your jobs if y'all think these are bad snacks. Like, I came out of print journalism. This is fucking Valhalla. Like, we had to we had to pay for them. So that was
these snacks. There's an entire donut out there. I've been thinking about it ever since I sat down.
I think it's from last week, that donut.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's wet.
Well, surely a wet donut's a new donut.
No.
No.
I think
someone ran out. Someone's out running to the door.
I think that donut is from last week. Because
I
I went to
ate it.
Just a stray donut?
You know how there was a donut and a half?
Oh, okay.
There's like there's a donut and a half.
I took that half. I took the other half, and I went to go, no, today. And I went to go, because it was like.
What's the date on those?
A very old.
It's on
this
what are you
is like
doing?
somebody brought a box of
Yeah.
donuts. Okay.
Packed on the 20th.
Today's the 23rd.
Sell by the 21st.
Oh, it's fine.
Sell by the 21st?
The 20th of what month?
It is May, right?
That looks like mold.
That is mold.
That's just
Is it not
donut
just
juice.
grease?
Yeah.
No,
Donut
there's grease on the other ones. There's mold right there.
No, that's the turquoise cardboard coming through.
Oh.
Yeah. I was like, it's not going to be moldy from that.
House MD over here.
I don't know why that grossed me out more than anything. You sticking your finger right through the wet box.
I don't think I want to eat a donut.
It's my favorite porno category.
Sticking your finger through the wet box. Can we call that podcast? Could we call the podcast that today? We can sticking your finger through a wet box.
I don't think we're gonna get listed. I mean, I'm writing down.
Just because it says wet.
I mean, I think it's probably the combination of all the words, but I'll write it down, and then in 2 days when you look at it, yeah.
What if you add the word donut to it? Okay. Sticking your fingers through a wet donut box. That makes it worse.
Better.
Does anyone want to split a donut?
You can have that half that I
had 2 bags of famous Amos cookies.
Just to compare the two.
I'll split a donut with you. I'm hungry.
Should we get a knife?
But this thing was in my
It's just heard Eric sigh.
This thing was in my trail mix.
Uh-huh.
And so this trail mix, it doesn't have anything it's like raisins, peanuts,
Can I see that?
Sunflower seed.
No, the other thing.
I think it's bone.
No, I think it's something chewy.
There's a nut in here, or a sunflower seed is in there.
Okay, but what's the thing around it?
Hazelnut.
It looks kind of like.
It smells sweet.
Like is it just a bunch of raisin that like melted together?
Oh, it could be a raisin tomb. Thank you, Eric.
The sunflower seed fell out.
Okay.
Oh, we dropped. Oh.
Well, beats me.
It's, I don't know. Eat it. Tell me what it tastes like. Oh, here it is. This is sunflower seed. It fell on my keyboard.
Oh.
You take it.
You don't really usually have to saw through a donut, do you?
It does remind me like when you would eat candy or something, like, and there'd be like a mutant Skittle, and it was like 3 of them fused. I always thought as a kid those would kill me, so I stayed away. I thought anything out of the ordinary is like, oh, that's fatal.
Donuts.
Got a looky loo back there.
This thing does have dried dates in it, but I've never.
Oh, it was a date.
I guess it was a date. Brian was right. This is what he guessed before the podcast.
There you go. Got another looky loo back here.
Oh, hello.
He's in the future too.
I know.
It's fine. It's not as stale as I thought.
Yeah, I'm sure it's okay. It's only a couple days past the date.
Should we do
If this was the 30th, you'd be in trouble.
Should we do a donut podcast? We'll have to make our own donut toppings or fillings.
Yes.
That's not really a thing people do at home, though.
I don't care.
How do you make? Yeah, we just fill it
I
with
also
whatever we
don't
want.
cook at home.
Let's get like jam guns.
People in general.
But like when you talk about making a donut, we have to fry oil?
Well, you could make a bunch of plain donuts or like buy a bunch of plain donuts and then we'll decorate them and stuff them.
Hollow them out and inject stuff in them.
It's kind of like what we did for Lindsay for Mother's Day.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay,
Like,
I can try to do that, I guess.
I think that'd be great. You get some icing, you get some jam.
just want to eat donuts.
Well, of course, that's the secret. Donuts are my favorite.
Yeah, what a secret.
Shh, don't tell. Oh no, if you bring me donuts at RTX, I'm going to be so mad. Tee.
It's a pretty dense donut.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's not fresh.
Yeah, it feels like it should be one of those cakey donuts, but it's not. It's like a regular ass donut.
Yeah, like it's just, I think you're right though. It's just on the verge of not being okay anymore. Like it's still okay.
It's
still
fine.
has a flavor
yeah,
to it.
exactly. It's got the donut flavor.
Yeah.
Do you think it was alive when you recorded the last podcast?
Alive?
What do you think it was around as a donut?
No.
No, it was made on the 20th, right?
What was
what it said?
packaged on the 20th?
I guess, yeah. When do donuts get made?
It could have been on a ship somewhere.
A ship.
A big shipment of donuts from the Far East.
The supply chain is really screwed over donut production, donut deliveries.
Yeah.
It probably was not.
We used to make our own donuts in this country, but thanks to Joe Biden.
I did that.
Donuts cost $10 a gallon now.
Jesus Christ.
I love the idea of just a barge full of donuts. Just
The
going,
lightest barge in the world. Just so airy.
yeah, with these this obese captain and crew.
Yeah. We thought the
It was
ship
one of
had
the
them.
perks.
That'd be a cool job if you could eat all the donuts you could
Yeah.
during that trip.
You'd be like,
It's free.
there was a Simpsons where Homer was dreaming, or he got sent
He
to
got
hell.
sent to hell and he was being fed a bunch of donuts.
Yeah,
I was
the-
thinking of that exact
the
clip.
devil was like, so you like donuts, do you? Well, you can have all the donuts. And then it fast forwards like 5 hours later, and Homer's like,
I think it's
more.
like 5 days later. He's like 400 pounds and he's just like enjoying life. That would be me.
Yep.
Send me to hell. Feed me donuts. Oh no.
Not donuts.
No, not donuts.
We were, I was sitting over here in our office earlier. And as I've mentioned many times, I sit next to Chris Damaris, which is a joy. And
That's nice.
I was working on a black box down script, so I'm like looking at the screen, typing, like reading some stuff, and I hear like Chris sitting next to me humming, and I turn to him and I'm like, Chris, are you humming Old MacDonald? And he's like, huh, I guess I am. Like, just like his go-to subconscious, just like sitting there at his desk humming Old MacDonald Had a Farm.
His go-to earworm.
Like no active conscious thought about it or like intent behind it. Just like his body is subconsciously making noise and it's Old MacDonald Had a Farm.
Is that just his default when nothing's caught his ear in recent memory? He just goes back to childhood.
He said that he was humming it on Stinky Dragon for something, and that he was listening to that episode.
Gum Gum made an investigation check, and like,
but again, why did he pick Old MacDonald?
Yeah, it's just in his brain, like a childhood memory. He's like the Winter Soldier of nursery rhymes.
Someday we should just be like, and on this farm we had a
Chris.
Maybe it's just like a really good memory, like that's buried, like
he lost his virginity listening to Old MacDonald.
Or well, I was just. Mine was the U2 Zooropa album. Played loud so no roommates could hear.
Good album. I liked it.
How many, like, you know how people have... Oh, no. I was going to ask, you know how, like, you have stories about crazy roommates or, like, people you went to school with? Or
yeah.
How many people do you think have those stories that are about Chris?
Oh, how many roommates has he had?
Like, everyone probably has a crazy story about Chris.
That is the number. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I know he tells stories about his roommates and encounters he's had in the past. Like, I'd love to hear the other side of this story.
I know.
Flip side.
Yeah.
Who's the bad guy?
Yeah. What really happened? I know, like here, I'm fucking annoyed with the weather here because all like Friday and Saturday, like it's gonna rain all day Sunday and all day Monday and all day Tuesday. It rained a little bit Saturday night.
I mean, that was a pretty crazy storm. I guess it wasn't that much rain. It was a lot of wind and lightning. There was like not a lot of rain.
Not a lot of rain. And they kept saying it's going to rain 4 inches.
Yeah. And I had a show on Sunday and I was like, it's going to get rained out. Like, I was like, there's no way it's not going to get rain.
Sunday was beautiful.
It was perfect.
Yeah.
It was nice.
Today also.
Yeah. Yeah, I went running in the morning. Nice little breeze. It was great.
Damn, you go running.
Yeah, I started.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
What got you to start running?
My doctor was like, you're gonna have to start, like your blood pressure's high. It was like that talk, and like he's like, you gotta fucking not be such a piece of shit. And so I don't like it either, but I did one of those apps, and now it's just like I still hate it, but immediately after I'm like,
I feel
just
good.
Fucking ran 5 miles, and I'll like take my shirt off, and like no one wants that in the neighborhood, but I'm like, you're seeing it.
I mean, if you
anyway.
keep running 5 miles every day, people will want to see it.
Yeah, it's been cool. Like so I did that and just stopped drinking beer like all the fucking time. And like those two things, like who knew?
Yeah, you look great.
Yeah, thank you.
I was just saying at the beginning of the podcast, I don't think, and someone who watches the podcast could correct me if I'm wrong, Brian and I have never done an Archie podcast together.
I don't
maybe
think
one.
I am typically like, I feel like in my mind a sub that Gus uses.
No.
If someone
that has happened, but in general, no, that is not my go-to.
It's hard to tell us apart. So
Actually,
I get it.
Yeah.
I keep a podcast attendance spreadsheet going back to the year 2000, so I can check.
The year 2000?
You have what?
January 6, 2000. I keep a running tally of the last time someone was on the show. Okay. So like if someone gets too far back on the list, I'm like, oh, they need to be on again, and I'll put them back on.
Yeah.
Oh, how do you explain me and Gavin then? Jeez.
Oh, you all. So the first 3 columns are us 3.
Oh, okay.
Because we're like the most. We're on the most. So since January 1st, 2020, I've been on 112 episodes. Barbara, you're in second place with 104, and Gavin, you're in third place with 97.
Sorry, but that was between what dates?
January 6th, 2020, and now.
So
I bet
right
I
before
have
the
it.
penny.
I'm trying to think of the 2-year window where I'd have been on the most.
Brian Gaar. Okay, let's see. You were on with. No, Barbara was off that week. Brian Gaar. Oh, you were on with Barbara January 4th, 2021?
I don't remember that.
I don't remember that either.
I must have really left an impression.
You were on with... No, you weren't.
I guess, was that remote still?
Yeah,
Maybe.
that probably was. You all are not on the show together.
Just that one?
Oh, here's another one. Oh, that's today.
I had
so excited. Here's another one.
I knew a comic here that there was this great show in town called Punch that this guy Matt Bearden booked at Cap City. It was like the best one. You know, it was like the show everybody wanted to get into. He got so mad that he wasn't getting booked enough. He made a spreadsheet of all the guests and confronted Bearden with this, and he was like, see, you've booked this person way more than anybody. And the thing is, it's not like it won anyone over. Like, oh, you're right. Like, damn, you got me with logic.
It's more of, what the hell are you
You're
doing?
an asshole. Now I'm never going to.
Spreadsheets do not get you friends. That's the title of this episode. You don't win friends with spreadsheets.
Yeah.
So how many have I been on total?
It only goes back to what I said, January 6, 2020.
I think
it's
there
97.
was a community member or multiple community members who were keeping track of everyone's podcast attendance like on one giant spreadsheet since the podcast started.
I'd be interested to find out my longest streak.
I would think for you it'd be probably like 2013 to 2015 if I had to guess.
Are you on like every week? Like
Most.
Okay.
I think there was a time
I might have done a year straight.
There was definitely a time where you weren't as busy with Slow-Mo Guys.
Mm-hmm. That was when Dan was in the army. Well, he was like on tour.
So when was he on tour?
2014.
So yeah, 2013 to 2015 was my guess. So.
Maybe, right around the time we moved into stage 5.
Yeah, that's what I would think. And then I think I only started becoming a regular, maybe 2013, end of 2012. I don't know.
You had a good 7-month stretch in 2020, Gavin.
Sick.
Look at you.
I'm sure I had a lot to talk about.
Wonder why you were so busy.
So March to October, not a lot happened in your life then. God. It's funny. I started this spreadsheet obviously right before COVID because like, I'm going to try to really spread it around. We're going to really start getting people
Just
in.
like COVID.
And then like 2 months later, it's like, nope, we're stuck at home.
Yeah.
No, we're.
Did you manually do it? Okay, it's not like you populated it.
No, every week, like when I ask people and they say yes, I put it in here. It's a giant pain in the ass.
So we just have to say yes.
Yeah.
We don't necessarily have to show up.
And then after the fact, when I do the next week's, I make sure that the last week was correct.
Yes, I'd love to, but I can't make it. What if that happens?
That's a no.
Damn it.
I have a spreadsheet of it doesn't have any numbers in it, but it's a list of like all the things I need to like watch. So I have like a tab for movies, a tab for TV shows, and like video games and books. And at some point, like I just realized like I'm not gonna live long enough to like this, and so it's I don't open it anymore. It just like bums me out.
Back in the old days, that used to be like my Netflix DVD queue. Yeah. But then I would end up getting movies that I'd be like, I know I'm supposed to watch this, but I'm not. I don't want to watch The Bridge Over the River Kwai. Right. I'm never gonna watch this.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm never gonna read Ulysses. Yeah. Like it's just not gonna. I'm too stupid. If I haven't read it by 45, like I'm not gonna get it now.
Someone who I'm so impressed with how much they do is Jeff Ramsey. You ever thought about this? He reads a ton of books. He watches a ton of TV and movies. He bikes all the time. He has a kid that he has to do things.
Got 19
for.
Podcasts a week.
Literally 19. I don't know how that guy has.
He does time. Alabama reading. It's just like flipping the pages. It's not actually comprehending the words.
Also, he's watched a lot of shows by reading the ending of the synopsis on Wikipedia.
Really?
Well,
Damn.
He's been known to.
Okay.
Damn.
That would help. But
got exposed real quick.
Has he told you that before, or is that just an assumption?
He did that with Game of Thrones, didn't he? Yeah. And then just started shouting spoilers in the Achievement Hunter office.
Oh, what an asshole.
And there were shows that I would watch with him where he would pass out about 8 minutes into the episode, and then the next day he'd be like, what do you think of all that stuff that happened that he was asleep for in the episode? And I found out that, he was just reading after he woke up.
That's awesome. He like Cliff's Notes.
Yeah. He's nothing if not efficient.
Cliff Notes Entertainment. You were mentioning you had a show on Sunday.
How'd that go?
So everyone always asks if you get hecklers, it shows. I don't know why, but everybody wants to. We got well, I have to set the stage. So this was for the Best of Austin Award. So it was like which I did not win. Vanessa,
we did our best.
Vanessa Gonzalez won Best Stand. She's super funny, but they invited all the finalists to do stand-up sets, and it was at Luster Pearl South, which is like, it's like a bar, but it's like a whole complex of things.
Is that the one on
Real South Man Shack?
Oh, never mind.
Real south.
Oh, I've been there. It's huge.
Yeah, it's huge, and there's like lots of like there's outdoor seating, there's stages, and they're all okay. So keep that, and so they're having a thing.
It's not the most conducive for like watching a performance.
Well, you're right. So they have, and I think it was like for all the best of Austin. So it's like, I don't know, the best ice cream vendor was that, and all this stuff. So it's like Sunday afternoon, lots of families and kids. Oh. And we did our stand up in this like bar. It was like a bar, but kind of open, but like open doors and stuff. But we had like a good crowd. And so I was like second to last, but the comics got up and started, and the comics were all bringing big Saturday night energy. They were doing their midnight Saturday sets.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing for this crowd?
Well, 3 p.m. Sunday afternoon family crowd.
Post-church fun.
And the first guy just told like an extended bit about all the cocaine he does and then transitioned into an anal sex with God bit.
Hell yeah.
The next comic, Angelina Martin, who I love, just went on and on about shaving her asshole. And the best part, this wasn't just at the bar. It was piped to the entire complex through the sound system.
I mean, to be fair, you're at Luster. It's a bar. You're at a bar.
Right.
With your family.
Yeah, I mean, but it's a Chronicle thing. Yeah. It's not like you're going to Clicks Billiards to watch the Cowboys.
Yeah. It's also the best ice cream. You're like, come on, kids, let's go get the best ice cream in Austin.
So you realize at some point that it's going out everywhere, and there's and it's just comic after comic just doing filth. And finally, this one guy comes in. He's an older gentleman, I would say, probably in his 70s. And he is furious, and he asks the cocaine comic, "Can you turn it down?"
He doesn't even ask the crew. He asked the guy on stage.
There was no real manager to speak of. So he just goes and angrily says, "Can you turn it down?" And then he starts getting madder and madder. He's like saying, "There's kids here." I learned this after the I'm sort of across, so I just see this crazy old man like he's like, "There's kids here," all this stuff, and the thing is, like, he was so mad, he was interrupting clearly, but like he was right. Like it was totally inappropriate. Like he was not wrong at all. But all of us together as an audience the energy was just like, yeah, but fuck this guy. Fuck this guy. He probably went to college for like $60. Like, fuck this. And it was so like gratifying watching this old white dude not get his way. And he's getting madder and he like at one point he was like stamping his feet.
Oh
he
my
was
God. Like then, actually throwing a temper tantrum.
Yes. And so he's yelling, and then finally the crowd's kind of hissing him. It's like, get out, fuck off. And so
it's comedy.
He just raises 2 middle fingers and storms off.
Hey guy, there's children here.
Yeah. So he ended up becoming the monster that he was trying to slay. And he stormed off. And I was just thinking, like, as he's walking out, like, that dude is a Republican now. Like, if he wasn't before, he is definitely now. Like, I feel like that is how they get made.
What a scenario.
Yeah. So he wasn't really, I guess he was heckling, but he was more of just like, I want to speak to the manager. Mm-hmm. And there was no manager. I mean, maybe if he had gone to the sound guy, but like the comics just they're like, oh. Like,
yeah, like what do you expect the guy standing in front of a microphone to do?
Yeah.
Like if someone's listening to the podcast and they're like, oh, this podcast is too loud. I can't do anything about that.
Right. I wish I had footage, though, of outside, like at the picnic tables where like parents and children are enjoying ice cream, and then just this filth emanates from the speakers and just people clapping their... Did your parents ever do like clap their ear?
Yeah.
20 parents just loudly start screaming about how good the ice cream is. Full volume. Everyone will.
Yeah. Boy, Amy sure is great. It deserves to win again.
She didn't say butthole. She said buttonhole for her pants.
That's the hole in your dresser where you put your extra buttons.
For your buttons, your buttonhole.
Well, cocaine is something that's very popular among comedians.
What's the male equivalent of a Karen? Is there a name?
I've heard male Karen used sometimes. Like if there's a fight video on Reddit or something.
We got to come up with another name. It should be like a Kevin.
Chad, kind of.
Chad.
But that's
Is it?
It might be Kevin.
I looked it up. It's I'm finding Ken. And I'm finding Terry. So if you're looking at
Terry's one of those things that can go either way, though.
Yeah, I feel like I've known some cool Terrys.
Yeah?
Yeah, like non-Karen Terrys.
Non-Karen Terrys, could that also be a title of this
Absolutely.
podcast?
I spent an indoor. So it sounds like you had a fun weekend, Brian.
Yeah, it was fun. It was great.
I didn't. I have a relative who recently had a baby, and that relative is starting to run low on baby formula. And I've seen all these stories on the news about like, oh, baby formula shortage. It's very hard to find. And this relative asked me like, hey, if you're out and about, if you go to the grocery store, can you just like look and see if you find some? I was like, oh yeah, I got a PS5. I should be able to find some baby formula, right? Like,
yeah.
It's no big deal. You can't find that shit anywhere. I probably spent, over the course of the weekend, 10 hours driving around to stores looking for fucking baby formula.
You got set and you're like, no, I'm gonna find
it's like, no.
Yeah.
No, I buy video game consoles when they come out. This should be easy.
Yeah.
Do you follow Wario64
I
on
need
Twitter?
to follow find out where the formula drops are.
He would know.
It's crazy. Like in one store, I found a container of formula that was the right color, and I got all excited. And it's like trying to buy a gun. It's in a locked case. So I had to call like an employee over. I was like, oh, I want to buy that. Then as the employee comes over with the key, I'm like, wait, no, that's not the right one.
What?
It's just a container that's the same color. I was like, no, that's...
So you were looking for a
I'm
specific kind of formula. Oh, okay.
But
so
even
she was
so,
being a little picky.
Even so, there's like nothing. There's one in a red jar that I find at every store.
Like Nature's Best or something?
Yeah, like there must be one that nobody uses because that's the only one I can see everywhere.
I imagine you'll know probably the most about this, Brian. But this is I don't think I've ever thought about what's in formula or what it's made out of.
Yeah.
What is baby formula?
I don't know. I don't give a shit. I think it's like, is it powdered milk?
Like, it's dairy, I imagine?
I think so. And it's got like, vitamins and minerals and I don't know. Yeah, I don't. It's powdery. You heat.
Were you satisfied with this answer?
Yes, because I didn't know if it legitimately, Gavin, there was a moment I thought it might just be breast milk.
Oh,
like there's people who are able to make breast milk who
the most commonly used infant formulas contain purified cow's milk whey and casein as a protein source, a blend of vegetable oils as a fat source, lactose as a carbohydrate source, vitamin mineral mix, and other ingredients depending on manufacturer.
What do people used to use?
You could make your own formula.
They are very explicit on the news that you should not do that.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah. They say you should not water it down to try to extend it, and you should not try to make your own. There's like YouTube videos like how to make your own formula, and repeatedly anytime they talk about it in the news, they're like, do not do that.
Will it just make your kids sick?
You cannot do that.
Well, probably just, you're not meant to make it
if you're not
in a special way.
Yeah, if you're not in a lab with like specific equipment to weigh it all out correctly.
Yeah, but you can hook a kid up to its mom and they can figure it out.
It doesn't always work, not for everyone. I feel like
hook a kid up to its mom.
I feel like that's the other thing that people don't talk about. It's like it seems like, again, I have no kid.
Yeah.
From the outside looking in, it seems like nowadays it's more difficult to breastfeed than it used to be in the past. I don't know if it's because of chemicals in the air or I sound like Joe Rogan now. I've got a podcast in Austin.
You're also wearing your headphones with a microphone in front of you now.
There's something has changed. Something is different. I feel like it's not as common to breastfeed as it used to be. Not because of a choice necessarily.
There is a movement to go back to it, or there has been, to like encourage mothers to do it. But
I think it's difficult for a lot.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. I can't imagine being a parent of a young kid though. That would suck because there's like nothing more elemental than getting your kid food.
Right.
And if they're drinking a certain kind of formula, then it's like you're just screwed. And they go through it all the time because they need to eat because the baby's stomach is small, so they just need to have a little all the time. And I don't know. That would suck. I feel bad. And of course, it's like such an American created problem because it's like there's only 3 baby food formula companies. It's like they've crowded everyone else out. So it's just
I think what I read, because I started like getting really obsessed with this over the weekend and reading a bunch. I think 80% of the market is controlled by 2 companies, of which one of them had to shut down their production line because instead of updating their production line to make sure it was clean, they used all that money for stock buybacks, like $5 billion in stock buybacks.
Fantastic.
And didn't maintain their equipment, and it fell apart. So only one company was left to do all of the work.
And is this exclusively an American problem?
Yeah, not a problem in other countries. So like some people who live near Canada can just go to Canada and get formula. And I think like that was part of the whole like emergency thing the United States like authorized foreign formula to be imported to the United States.
You want to be careful about getting formula from Canada for your babies. They're going to turn out like us.
Not necessarily a bad thing.
Why is it gooey like syrup? Just pour it out. It's like molasses.
We tap our formula from trees.
Is there denim in this formula?
No, you look away, then you look back, and your kid's like in a all denim outfit. You're like, where did that come from?
Cold out, eh?
No.
Is that your first word?
He's really into sketch comedy now. Yeah.
Is that a Canadian thing?
In my mind.
Yeah.
SCTV and like Kids in the Hall. Yeah.
Very true. A lot of sketch comedy.
Can't Dave Foley not go there anymore? Isn't he like banned from Canada?
Well, I don't think it's that he's banned. I
think
think
if he goes back, he will get imprisoned.
I believe.
Immediately.
I believe.
Is he the one who
so.
had the terrible divorce? Is
Yeah.
that why?
And I think he couldn't. I think he couldn't pay what they wanted him to.
Yeah.
And because of that, he then became a.
It's like the
criminal.
Rolling. It's like the Rolling Stones in the UK. Like they just left, so they wouldn't have to pay taxes anymore.
Is that true?
Yeah, they're like tax exiles. I mean, I'm sure they've been back, but like they made it when they got big. They were like they specifically moved away.
Just like nah.
Yeah, he owes so much in like child support. 17,300 per month is what he were.
That's
owe.
crazy.
Yeah. Well, it's because this is from 2000. I think his divorce was in like 2000 or 2001 when it was like news radio and Kids in the Hall residuals and stuff. So that's what that was. So if he was fearing, this is from a while ago, he was going back to Canada, that he would get arrested for like negligence, non-payment.
Oh, so it wasn't like you're banned from Canada.
No, it's just, I mean, he's just
He's not
like,
taking
money
any
banned.
chances.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It's like how George W. Bush doesn't leave the country. Like he doesn't go to Europe.
Is that true?
I think there's like some concern that, I mean, no one would do. Who's going to have the balls to do? I mean, it would be awesome, but yeah.
Oh man, he had that.
Did you see that slip up?
Terrible slip up last week or the week before.
Did you see that, Gavin?
No, I didn't see it.
He was giving a speech about the war in Ukraine, and he said Russia's terrible invasion of Ukraine.
The illegal
invasion.
Yeah.
But he said Iraq instead of Ukraine.
And then he chuckles under his breath about it.
Yeah, he kind of did his little Iraq too, or he said something like that. Like, you motherfucker.
It was bad. That was cringe. I don't call things cringe a lot, but that was a cringy moment.
That was
He posted cringe. Yeah, he did. He just posted cringe.
That guy can dodge a shoe. Really well. He's great at that.
I thought that was a threat. I thought you were gonna be like, that guy's gonna catch hands. You know, like when you say you're gonna slide, that guy could dodge a shoe. Then I forgot that he actually dodged a shoe.
That was like early YouTube days, wasn't it?
Yeah, that must have been posted 2003,
4.
Oh man, yeah.
Maybe?
Him and the nunchucks guy. That was all that was on YouTube.
And then soon it was Numa.
Early YouTube ruled.
2008, December 2008.
Okay. Yeah, right at the end. Yeah.
The other day, Trevor was in the bathroom, and I just heard him watching Gangnam Style.
Just missed it.
He just listened to the whole song while he was in the bathroom.
I bet in Trevor's mind he was like, I wonder how many views that has now. And then he just like, oh, this slaps. I'm gonna go all the way.
It hooked him in.
Honestly, I did that. I did the exact same thing probably a month ago. I was thinking about that video, being like, oh, this was like
10 years ago.
And I think it still is the highest viewed YouTube video.
No, I think it eventually got passed.
Okay. But at the time, it was the highest. I had like the first to 1 billion views.
It's at 4.4 billion now.
Fuck.
I think Carrie showed that to me when it had just been uploaded or something. He's like, this thing has like 800,000 views in like an hour or something.
I remember we went to a fan expo in Toronto, like maybe 2 months after that song came out and got really popular, and people were playing it at the convention center nonstop. And we would do the dance to it too.
It is now number 11 on the most viewed YouTube videos.
What's number one?
What's number one?
Baby Shark.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Baby Shark has 10.67 billion. It's the only video above 10 billion views. Baby Shark.
That's like 5 of my channel.
Why don't you just make a Baby Shark song?
That's also like the world and a half population.
Yep.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Yikes.
Yeah.
But same thing happened to me where I was just like, oh, I wonder how many views it's at now. And then I put the video on and I was like, this fucking slaps. I want to watch the whole thing again.
I think 4 of these top 10 are like kids videos.
Probably.
And like kids songs.
I'm sure parents just like put it on and like it just
We
plays.
are making the wrong content. is what I'm learning here.
Yeah, you need to be just an old person who has exaggerated reactions to everything and like unboxes shit. I don't know.
We need to make content that kids want to hear. We need stories about shaving your asshole. And
it's 5 of the top 10 are intended are like baby stuff.
I thought you were gonna say Baby Shark videos.
No.
I let my kid, she's 4, she is in a hardcore My Little Pony phase, and they have like tons of those videos on YouTube, but like
her and a bunch of 30-year-old men as well.
Yeah, right. And then like but she'll start, but the ads, they'll like, I feel like they intentionally make it, because it's like she'll start tapping the screen and then all of a sudden the app store's up and it's like man, it's scummy.
There's a hack I should send you that I saw for parents where you could do something where your kid can't swipe out of an app when it's on your phone or tablet.
Oh, that's cool.
It's like a setting you do in the settings on the phone.
Nice.
Yeah. So like once it's in there, they can't swipe
I feel like
out of it.
Oh, that's great. Yeah, because
I feel like I want that immediately if it doesn't detect my face.
Oh, like it locks down?
Yeah, like because whenever I give my phone to someone, I'm like, yeah, watch this. They're like, oops.
Yeah.
Or like, look at this picture. What else you got? No.
Yeah. Because sometimes like one of my other kids was FaceTiming her mom, and then later she was like, oh yeah, she was going through all your other apps, like all your, and I was like,
I'd be terrified that like a kid would like buy something or text something.
Just up in your Bitcoin wallet.
I was just worried about what kind of Safari tabs I had open.
Trading your NFTs, your Bored Apes. What if you sold your Bored Apes for way too little?
Oh,
I'm
God.
sure that has happened. I'm sure a kid has clicked on
Those are the
phishing
ugliest things I've ever seen.
I've seen uglier, but
Those
those are pretty
ugly.
bad.
Why is that the artwork that is the chosen imagery?
Oh, did I talk about this on the podcast a couple of weeks ago? About how I realized that the laws in the United States regarding money laundering got updated. There was a new anti-money laundering law. There's like the anti-money laundering law of 2020 that went into effect January of 2021.
Is Mattress Firm out?
Which made laundering money via art sales much more difficult.
Interesting.
And then there's like timing wise, that lines up suspiciously close to like the NFT rise in popularity.
Does it count, I guess? Because it's art. You're selling art.
Well, it's not. I don't think it's covered by the way the law was written. It's like a new vector.
So it's the way around it
for money laundering.
Interesting.
Like an updated way that's not covered by the law yet.
Huh.
But anyway, I'm not saying that's definitively what happened, but it's just a weird coincidence. It's just like this law that passed I'd never heard of that I happened to like come across the other day or a couple weeks ago.
I love how everyone just relentlessly dunks on NFT guys on Twitter. Like it feels like some hands clasping. Like everyone seems to hate them.
It's like that meme where it's like me, my enemies, guy who promotes NFTs.
Yeah.
Still friends. NFT, no fucking thanks.
Yeah.
A lot of it just seems so sketchy and scammy. Like I get it in theory. Maybe some of that stuff seems cool, but I have not seen a practical application where I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
That's how I feel about crypto in general. It's like, but do you really need that? Or is it just, you just want to buy weed online? I get it.
That's kind of how it started. And now it's like trying to be more than that.
Did you see now on Twitter, when you change your profile photo, you could also select NFT?
Yeah. You have a hexagon icon.
What's the point?
Or a hexagon avatar if you do that.
What's the point of that?
Well, what's the point of anything on Twitter or anywhere?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Good call on that.
I think the only person I follow who has one of those is iJustine.
Yeah.
And it seems like she's really big into it. And I think out of everyone I've seen promoting it, I feel like she doesn't do the scammy things. I feel like she's genuinely interested in it, and she's not like trying to shill something. So I'm like, okay, that seems fine. Like
she also is always on the cutting edge of anything technological, I feel.
It's her job.
It is, yeah. She's got to know. She's got to be involved.
I made she posted something on Instagram, like commemorating, or like a photo essay of like the original iPhone or something. And I made a comment on that Instagram post. I was like, I read about a girl one time who got like a 600-page AT&T bill for their iPhone, and like no one else who responded to the comments got it. Like it was like
that was her.
That was her.
Yeah.
Like that's how she
And
first
no one
became
knew?
popular. Yeah, it was like, what are you talking about? It sounds like she has a misconfiguration in her phone, or and it's like
trying to like legitimately.
Did Justine respond?
no, Justine did not respond, but I thought it was really. It made me laugh.
Yeah, they sent her a phone bill in like a box, right? Like it didn't fit in an envelope.
Multiple boxes, even.
Imagine like a ream of paper, like that's your bill. Absolutely, because it was just, I guess they didn't have a system for billing it when it first came out.
Yeah, I think it was just itemizing all their tweets is because they went through as text, wasn't it?
Yeah.
The text, yeah.
That's the thing. I was thinking about that the other day too, about how when Twitter first launched, there was no app. You sent a text to the number 40404 with what you wanted to tweet, and then that got tweeted. Like what a fucking dumb shit world we lived in not that long ago.
Do you remember to DM someone, you had to like type it in the main tweet post box, but
Right.
you had to put like -D in front of it or something like that?
Oh yeah.
And it just felt weird. It was like if you were
high
sending-
chance of error
Yeah, it's
there.
like,
yeah.
what if it doesn't like take? What if it just tweets to everyone?
Working without a net there. don't tweet anything.
I remember I once
Too
made
sensitive.
one tweet by accident. We were filming something out at those studios, I think out towards Bastrop. Oh, I think we were doing the Pac-Man immersion. And when we were leaving, I was giving you a ride back into Austin. And I meant to text my wife, taking Gavin home. And I sent it to I sent that text to 404 instead.
Oh, yeah,
So I
you
tweeted
I
taking
remember that.
Gavin home.
I remember that too. I remember seeing that, being like, who is he trying to mess? At least it wasn't something worse, you know. I feel like that's the best of what it could have been.
I've been trying to do that, like I've been playing a new MMO. Well, it's for Final Fantasy 14. I've been like getting into that, but I don't know any of the commands. So I tried to do reply, and I was trying to talk to my friend who's online, but I ended up just replying to the last guy who partied with me. And so I replied to him like 100 times. Have you finished the story yet? Have you finished the story yet?
He's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he's
guy
like,
went,
leave
"What
me.
the
He's like,
story?"
leave me alone. Like this fucking old guy.
Eric says I should tweet that right now. Taking Gavin home.
See if anyone remembers.
No.
That place was so far out there that I was doing something out there. I think it was like a YouTube thing that had us rent that place to film, and I was leaving and I was like, oh wait, I don't really know anyone, and I don't think a cab will come out here, so I was like messing around at Uber, and like the sound guy from the shoot became my driver. He was like, hey, and I was like, oh, this is super awkward. This is like way worse than a stranger.
I know. At least you were paying for it, right? Instead of just being like, we just work together? Can you just give me a ride?
Yeah, it was just like, oh, I wonder how long this will take. That was the quickest one ever.
Spiderwood Studios.
Yeah. That's pretty far out there. I still remember a few years ago when Uber and Lyft weren't available anymore because of like the strike, or like there was some
It was like City of Austin. You
City of
couldn't
Austin law
do it. Yeah.
going on, and it was during South by Southwest, and all these other rideshare apps were like popping up, but all of them were not great.
I got pulled over riding in one of those ride shares once. It was during South by Southwest. I was leaving a panel downtown, trying to come back up to the studio here. The dude, we were getting on 35, like downtown. Where was it? Like around 4th Street? No, 6th Street. Was it? Yeah, right there.
That ramp that goes.
Yeah. But he had gotten, the traffic was so backed up, he had gotten in the far right lane to try to cut in front of it, but that ended up being a right turn only lane.
Oh, shit.
Then when the light turned green, he like darted out in front of everybody, jumped out. But one of the people he got in front of was a cop.
Oh.
Who immediately turned his lights on and pulled us over. He got onto 35, then pulled over onto the shoulder of 35.
Super. Yeah.
But also, I guess it's like a shitty move, but is that illegal?
Yeah, he was in a right turn only lane.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. I didn't know if it was like before it became a right turn only.
Yeah,
Or
no, he was in the right turn only. And then, so we got pulled over, and then the guy's like, oh, and then it turns out his state inspection sticker was expired, or his registration sticker was expired. So the guy's like getting a ticket for, this going straight through the right turn lane. He's getting a ticket for his expired registration or whatever. Then he's like, I guess won't charge you for this ride. And he's like, well, I'm out like $300. Like, he's trying to guilt me now.
Yeah, you didn't make him do it.
Yeah.
You weren't like, cut across every single lane I have to get on I-35 now.
Gun it, dude.
Yeah, he's trying to make me feel bad. And then, he gets his ticket and he finishes the ride over here. He's like, hey, if you want to give me anything for that, just because, I got that ticket and I can't charge you. I was like, I don't have any cash, or like I don't carry cash. Like I don't have anything
also,
to give
fuck
you. Yeah, I was like, it was just obnoxious.
Did you give him 5 stars?
I couldn't because the ride was canceled.
Oh.
It was.
Oh, but he still took you to where you were going.
Yeah,
that's
the ride.
cool.
Well, he couldn't let me go. He pulled over on 35.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, it's not like I could just get out and leave.
Climb up the
He was on that elevated part of 35
during South by.
Yeah, it's like no, I'm just stuck here for this entire traffic stop now.
Man, if I was driving down I-35 and I saw Gus walking on the shoulder of the highway, I don't know. I don't think I would help you. I would just be like, it's gonna be a story.
Yeah, it's probably for the best.
I do wish I was one of those people who helped, but I'm always like, it's not. I feel bad for him. It's like it's not my problem.
I saw.
Just gotta figure it out.
Yeah.
It's funny you say that. I drove the other day. I was driving. I think it was down Lamar, and I was coming up on a red light, and there was like a little SUV, like I don't know what Toyota 4Runner or something with the hood up, and like there's a dude trying to push it, and he's trying to push it like up a slope of onto a gas station. I was like, oh, that's not gonna happen. Then like another guy like from the parking lot came over, started helping to push, and like someone else was driving by and like put their hazards on, stopped their car, and got out and pushed. And I was looking at them, I was like, look at all those nice people helping that guy push. And I'm just sitting there at my red light waiting, like, yeah, good for them. And then the light turns green and I just take off and keep going.
Later. Yep. Well, they seem to have it under control.
You know what you're capable of, guys.
I was like, I wish I.
I don't know if you getting out of your car would have been like, oh, thank goodness, help is here.
It really does give you a reminder of how heavy cars are when you try to push one. You're like, oh yeah, there's a whole engine involved. I can't do shit.
Nope.
Yeah, even like when it's on level ground, you're like, okay, we can start moving this thing. But the second there's like a little bit of incline, like, no, this thing is not moving at all.
Worst.
I was with Dan. He was driving a rental car to the airport. I assume we were going to do some shoot in LA or something. And he got pulled over on the way into the airport for speeding. I think he was going like 35 or something, but it's like super low speed limit going in. Yeah, and he like pulls over and then just went through all the stuff. And then like as soon as he saw the British driver's license, he was just like, you can go. I assume like didn't want to do a bunch of paperwork.
Well, it's probably a ton of paperwork for really
like,
nothing.
He's like, oh.
They were kind of dicks.
What kind of Lord of the Rings shit is this?
Which state is Mordor?
They were kind of dicks when the current Austin airport opened up, and for the first couple of months that airport was open, they constantly had police officers out there running speed traps and pulling people over for speeding coming into the airport. I'm talking like 6 months. The first 6 months that airport was open, they were maybe even long. It was a long time. I remember getting pulled over for speeding. It's like, I think when you first get off of the highway, pull into the airport, the speed limit's 45. And people didn't realize that. There's really not
people are still going.
many signs.
They got ahead
like
of steam.
50, 55, and they were pulling everyone over forever. It's like, what a fucking dick move right here to pull people over at this point.
Austin Airport has gotten out of control.
It's crazy.
I love how we don't. We present ourselves as this tech savvy city, and we're like, how do airports work? Can someone help us?
We have one like line for the TSA pre-check.
Have you heard how the airport's trying to fuck over the South Terminal? Like the city of Austin is actively trying to fuck over the South Terminal of the Austin Airport.
In what way?
So, the Barbara Jordan Terminal is the main, what people would consider the main Austin airports, where you typically fly out of, unless you're flying like, I think Allegiant and Frontier fly out of the South Terminal.
Yeah.
And you have to go like to the other side of the airport to get there. And
it's far.
It's far.
It's not like just on the other side. It's like 5 miles away. No, maybe.
It's around the entire perimeter.
Maybe 2 miles
away.
It's
a long drive. Yeah. And so the Austin airport proper is like the Barbara Jordan. How can I frame this? Okay, so the South Terminal is operated by an independent company. They signed a lease in 2015. They signed a 30-year lease in 2015 with the option to extend 2 5-year leases after that.
To do what? Be an airport terminal?
To run the terminal. And they did like tens of millions of dollars. I think they spent $75 million improving the southern terminal, convincing Allegiant to like have their operations here. It's like a kind of an Allegiant hub now. Hub's the wrong word, but Allegiant base of operations. And This was, mind you, again, this is just in 2015. So 7 years ago. Now the city of Austin is trying to use eminent domain to take the southern terminal away so they can expand the Barbara Jordan terminal. And they offered this company $2 million for it, saying that that's what the property was worth.
Oh my God.
After giving them a 30-year lease, and then that, don't get me wrong, fuck company, whatever. But the city of Austin.
Did you buy that terminal?
The city of Austin is trying to fuck them over.
Personal.
It's not me. I read the article on KUT this morning.
Okay.
And I was so mad.
I mean,
reading the article.
I've been to that terminal. I've used that terminal 2 or 3 times, I think now. That is not $75 million. I don't know why.
You don't see it on the screen?
I could see maybe $2-3 million.
Do you think it's just like the break rooms and stuff that they went into?
So you're right. I was wrong. The company is Lone Star, Lone Star Airport Holdings. They invested $20 million in the South Terminal, including $1 million to accommodate a $75 million Allegiant base of operations that just opened in November.
Okay, so they didn't spend $75 million.
They spent $20 million.
So how did
still a lot of money that doesn't look like they spent $20 million on it. It's not a big place.
Does their income come from just the airlines using it?
I think so. Yeah, like passenger fees.
So they convince those airlines like, we'll give you a better rate if you're at this terminal.
Right. I think it's lower cost for airlines to operate out of the South Terminal as opposed to Barbara Jordan. Plus, also they'll rent out like space for food establishments in there, and
there is one place for food in there, and there's a food. You could go outside in the South Terminal. They have a little outdoor patio area where they have a food truck. So that's actually kind of cool. So you could actually sit outside. And the best part of the South Terminal too is you could literally park directly outside the front door of the airport.
Yeah, I drove. I've never flown out of there, but I drove there once. It's like I've never seen this. I got to drive down there and look.
Tiny.
It's really small.
Yeah.
And you're right. There's like a tiny parking lot, and you just like cross the street, and you're in the airport.
It is very convenient, but you're also, if you're using it, you're flying Allegiant or Frontier. So, oops.
Aren't those like budget airlines? They're like lower.
Yes.
Yeah.
I flew there because I was going to Grand Rapids, Michigan for a convention. It was the only airline that had direct flight.
Yeah.
The seats on Allegiant are, I'm not kidding, they're probably made of cardboard.
Oh,
yeah.
Like, okay.
You have to plop down in a seat. You're like directly on
I will say,
concrete when you do it.
Those are cheap flights. Like they have TV commercials all the time. They're like, fly for $39. Like,
yeah.
That's like a bus ticket.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like lunch in some places.
Yeah.
And, it's because they nickel and dime you for everything
right.
else.
Oh, okay.
A carry-on bag, a check bag, a Coke. Oh, like everything is a lot of money there.
Right, but if you just want to fly, like at the basics,
definitely
you can do that. But I've never been on an Allegiant plane, so.
You want to do it? You want to fly somewhere?
No, I'm good. I'm okay, man.
You guys, we should do a podcast on an Allegiant plane.
Yes. Well, get sued by Allegiant.
Okay, just bring your microphones on, right?
Get the credit card, Eric. We'll buy the whole flight out. $39 each.
Yeah, round trip.
You wouldn't be able to,
500.
like the audio texture that we would get in that, like it would just be so loud, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
We could use those pilot headsets that you can always hear clearly. It's like,
well, if we're gonna do that with pilot headsets, why don't we just get in like an actual, like a cool plane instead of doing something on an Allegiant flight?
Point is to use the South Terminal and sit in the cardboard seats of Allegiant.
We would definitely get angry old guy coming up to us. Guys, their kids here. This is not appropriate.
I got scolded on a plane once for cursing too much.
Really?
I was a little drunk coming back from Vegas.
Just running your mouth in the front of the plane.
Man.
There was a guy and his son sitting in the row in front of me, turned around and told me if I could. He said, I think what he said is like, don't get me wrong, I like South Park also, but
he was trying to be cool about it.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I felt a little bad. I was like, yeah, you're right.
We were flying back from Mississippi, I think, visiting my mom, and two of the kids, the rows had 3 seats each, and 2 of the kids were like on either, like on the aisle and on the window, and then there was this one guy in the middle of them, and he was like a big dude, sort of like this buff in shape dude. He tried to talk them into changing seats for the entire time, and they wouldn't fucking let him.
The whole time?
Yeah.
I feel like you ask once, they say no, that's it.
No, he would not let it go. But to their credit, they held their guns, and they made him be uncomfortable the entire trip.
Wow.
Because I think they were like, ooh, I don't want to sit next to my sister.
Yeah. Middle seat.
Yeah.
Yuck.
Here we go.
Hate it.
Austin to Sioux Falls Regional Airport, $39 each way.
Let's do it.
Only 4 seats left at this price.
And there's 4 people on the podcast.
Sioux Falls is like Idaho or where? Iowa?
South Dakota? I don't even know.
Oh, yeah.
That's a far journey.
No,
South Dakota.
not for a podcast or something.
Yeah, actually, how long is that journey? Is it an hour and a half?
I bet it's a little bit longer.
Well, we did a post show as well.
Oh yeah, is it 2 hours?
2.5. Depart 7:30 a.m. Land 10 a.m.
That's
I'm sorry,
not a long
depart
flight.
7:30 a.m.
Yeah.
If you just have to be in Sioux Falls.
Yeah.
From the South
Immediately.
Terminal.
Yeah, we'll do 90 minutes. We'll have a bit of lunch, maybe some like $12 to $15 lunch.
There's also
and then...
takeoff and landing, which we probably shouldn't be recording for because that's
It's the best bit. What do you mean?
it's the loudest bit.
You gotta like turn off your electronic
Probably
devices.
gets FCC regulation.
Electronics are on these days during takeoff.
Yeah, well,
only
just
only
airplane
handheld
mode.
electronics.
I like that whenever I'm using my iPad with the keyboard on, they're like, "Could you put that away?" And I'm just like, "What about now?" Like, that's fine. Now it's an iPad and it's fine.
They want you to have use of your fingers in a dexterous way. If you're using it on a keyboard, they're too busy.
Yeah,
But
I
if
don't
you're just
really
using one
understand
to type,
That's fine.
Yeah.
We can keep track of you.
I love like asking the person who's telling me not to do something whether the next thing the next idea I have is okay. It's like when I was filming Jack for Awu, I was using a real camera in like some LA hotel, filming on the roof. They're like, "You need a permit to film up here," and I was like, "Oh, okay. Can I use this?" He was like, "Well, yeah, I guess." I was like, "Thanks." Just carried on.
The phone is fine.
Yeah.
The professional camera, no.
I think the camera was 1080 and my phone was 4K. So I was like, well,
It's
that's
even better.
fine. All right.
it's funny now that we're doing more like social content that like the phone is typically our camera. I actually accidentally brought our production phone with us today. We have like a little case for it now that has our brand name on it. But it's nice because if we're in a public space, we don't draw a lot of attention to what we're doing because it's just like someone holding up a phone. Or like if you're in a place where you're not supposed to film, people don't really care as much.
Yeah.
We're trying something. I'm trying something tomorrow, like a new video we want to film.
The one with Chris?
The one with Chris.
Oh, okay.
And it's going to be interesting trying to film because like that'll be. I'm gonna have to ask. Like, I feel compelled to ask, like when I walk into a business, like, "Hey, is it okay if I film not you guys, but can I film?"
But again, because
In
it's going to be
here.
your phone, right? I
Right.
feel like that's not intimidating to a lot of people because you do social media everywhere they go now. Like they'll
I
take
guess that's
Instagram
true.
stories or like whatever, and they won't be like, you can't film your social media post in here. Sorry. Like
true.
no one's going to do that.
I'm just an old man. It just feels
If it's
weird to
forward
me.
facing, it's okay.
But
But
then-
if you flip it,
Then if you come in with like a handy cam, then yeah, it's like, don't film in here.
I guilt filmed something at a restaurant the other night.
Would you?
What does that mean?
Well, it was like my birthday meal, so it was like quite a nice place, and you sort of just watch the people make the food.
Oh,
And,
like the hibachi?
No, it wasn't hibachi. It was Japanese food.
Samurai
okay.
of Tokyo.
But it was there's a bit where they were like hitting some fish with a hot ember stick, and the chef was like, "Oh, people usually film this bit," and I just watched no one get their phone out, and I was just like,
Oh, you felt bad for it?
Oh, no.
You pulled your phone out to film it?
"Yeah," because it was no one was doing
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I probably would have done the same thing.
Me too. I would have felt too bad.
Yeah.
That empathy. You got to do something.
Yeah.
Oh.
I did something that I feel kind of bad about this past weekend. I don't think any of you know. I was at a wedding this weekend for Cameron. Some people know Cameron, but he works with us in STF.
He was on a podcast episode a couple of weeks ago.
He was on the podcast a couple weeks ago. Lovely wedding. They were doing the bouquet toss. I've never caught a bouquet at any wedding. I've been to a lot of weddings and I've participated in a lot of bouquet tosses, and I've never caught it because I didn't really care that much. I had at least a foot on every woman at that wedding, I think. And so I was just standing in the middle of everyone with my hands up, like ready
Like you
to
were
catch
gonna
it.
get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, like let's put some effort into it this time.
Yeah.
Let's actually catch it. Cedar throws the bouquet. It's about to land in this girl's hands. I reach over
Hell yeah.
and just like claw.
Hell
Yeah, but like I didn't tackle her. I just like reached in front of someone and grabbed it. It was just in her hands, and I just took it.
You're like the old guy at the ballpark. The adult reaching over the.
Did you then shove her down to the ground?
Oh, I immediately went, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna get married first.
Did you give it to her or keep it?
No, I kept
Yeah, I'm
it.
sorry. And then you turn around and
I
walk
caught
away.
it.
Why don't you just rip it in half and give her some?
You can't do that.
Oh.
It's all like tied
It's
up.
taped.
not-
Yeah, there's ribbon involved.
It's also not Mean Girls. Like, you get a piece and you get a. We're all gonna get married someday.
Oh, that's fucking funny.
Yeah, and then I heard Trevor start the car and drive away. No kidding.
Ugh.
He went like this.
He's like thumbs up, super enthusiastic. That's a very Trevor reaction.
Yeah. And then he started going.
Oh man, I got a phone call over the weekend while I was actually in an HEB looking for baby formula. I got a phone call. It was from some 800 number I didn't recognize, so I didn't answer it. And I was like, that's just whatever. It's just junk.
Yeah.
And then
as you usually assume with that.
like I get to the aisle with the formula, and as I'm looking, like my phone buzzes again, and it looks like, oh, it actually left a voicemail. You know, the iPhone does that thing where it like transcribes your voicemail. It's like, it's a Costco calling me about a peanut butter recall.
Oh, the Jif peanut butter recall. Yes.
I was like, I didn't buy any Jif peanut butter at Costco. I don't know why they're calling me, but I guess there's like a huge peanut butter recall.
What is going on with the peanut
butter? I think
butter?
it's salmonella.
Yeah. Something? Yeah. It's at a Jif processing plant in like Kentucky.
Lexington, Kentucky, I think. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Because we had to throw away. We had some of them.
Did you?
Yeah, but nobody got sick. I don't know.
Were you halfway through the jar?
Yeah, just. Like,
is it specifically through
If
Costco?
I got it, I'm going to have it.
No, in general. If you go to jif.com/recall, you can see, like, it'll tell you specifically what products and what
Amazon
numbers to look at.
Because we do the Amazon Fresh stuff, and like that was one thing where I was like, oh, Amazon, that's pretty cool because they like immediately contacted you.
We definitely have Jif peanut butter at home that we use.
Yeah, I feel like a peanut butter sandwich to me is my go-to if I'm struggling to sleep and I've become hungry again. I just quickly whip up a peanut butter, and I was stumbling to the kitchen the other night. I was like, just quickly. And I had like went all the way back to the bedroom, got my phone, and I was like checking the numbers. And I'm like half asleep.
Just one with peanut butter sandwich. How do you make your peanut butter sandwich? What's on it?
Get a bit of bread.
Bit of bread?
Bit of bread, right? Peanut butter.
That's it? You don't do jelly or jam or anything like that?
That's my kind of peanut butter sandwich.
Just peanut butter.
I hate jam and jelly on my peanut butter sandwich.
Why?
Where I'm from, we don't do that.
Dude, what do you do, Brian?
Grape jelly.
Okay.
Grape jelly on it. But my youngest, like the 4-year-old, that's a staple of her diet. Just one piece, fold it over, peanut. That's all she wants, and like she's good. God bless. That's the only thing she's easy about. But it's not nothing.
My dad used to make peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for us with peanut butter on both pieces of the bread and then jelly in the middle. So he would put
That's too much. There's only one place that's ending up.
The roof. Yeah, in your stomach because you eat it.
It's too much goo.
It's kind of the same.
He does a thin layer though, so it's
kind of the same reason I don't like tomato on a burger. I feel like it's too gooey and too wet.
If you have
it doesn't belong there.
Yeah,
you got a thick old wet slice
belong.
of tomato, but yeah, a nice perfect like thin
tomato is like all water. And then you like take a bite out of it. It's just like
squishy,
everywhere.
gross stuff. And it's like we already have tomatoes. It's the ketchup. Let the ketchup do its job.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't try to come in.
Look at these
double
ketchup
dip.
trees.
Although sometimes a burger can be a little too dry. If it's like really, really thick, it'd be pretty dry.
That's what your condiments are for, like your mustard, your mayo.
Yeah.
No ketchup on a burger though.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like ketchup on a burger.
Why not?
I don't know. It's either mustard or mayo, but no ketchup.
Oh, I get all three.
Do you?
Let's get in here, fellas.
I hate it mighty fine. Like, what do you want? Red, yellow, or white? Like, just we know these have words.
If you,
right.
You can say ketchup, mayo,
you
or
can
mustard.
Say, I'm an adult.
Right.
Yeah.
These are not registered trademarks of like ConAgra company.
I thought someone kept coming in and out of that door, but it's just you hitting the table.
Sorry.
Yeah, whenever we gesture, it's like.
I used to get mad at people for doing that. Now here I am.
If you could make your own condiment by mixing together.
You guys did this on Fuckface, didn't you?
It almost ended the podcast.
I remember that. This was salad dressing, right? Or like.
No, this was when.
Jeff's was like a whole recipe.
Jeff.
Right?
I don't want to. Hey, if that's how you feel, Barbara.
I'm not making a claim one way or the other. That's just, I think, what I remember thinking when I was hearing it.
I mean, would you consider a condiment to have tater tots?
No.
That's a side.
Oh, interesting. Gavin, how do you feel about that?
Hey, I've been through this already.
He's not
I've lived this once.
gonna give us an opinion.
Anyway, go listen to Bleep Face. That's a tough show to promote.
Oh, it's horrendous.
With that name?
Yeah.
How do you tell people? No, it's Fuckface, but in your where you listen to podcasts, search for
asterisk.
F***K face.
Yeah. It also ends the hashtag, so all of our hashtags are just hashtag F. Because hashtags don't carry on beyond the asterisk. It's terrible. It's the worst thing we could have done.
Also, I love how whenever you guys have a sponsor, the promo code's always just face. Because you can't use anything else. Promo code face.
I think names in general are dumb.
Yeah,
like
Anma.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. Like
nailed it, Gus.
The Anma podcast. It doesn't matter.
What does it mean? Did you tell them on the podcast what it meant?
We're still fielding guesses from the audience.
God damn it. Okay.
You're waiting for one to sound good enough that it was your idea.
I'm ready to say it whenever. Eric and Jeff are making me wait.
That's actually a genius idea for a podcast or any show. You just give it like the letters and you have everyone guess what it means and then you find the best one.
Just a weird
guesses.
acronym.
Yeah.
That is you're like, you got it.
I've said that.
This is my podcast, JTW. Go for it.
I think on an episode of the show that hasn't aired yet that we taped, I think I said that. I was like, I'm just going to pick, someone's going to come up with something way better than what it actually is. And when I see that, I was like, oh yeah, that's it. That's what I meant.
That happened to us with STF. You said super taco fun and we're like, that's really good. We should have done that.
Do it.
I listened to a podcast called Come Town, and on their promos, they have sponsors. Like it's a very big podcast.
CUM Town?
Yeah, Come Town.
And it's like use code CUM?
Yeah, or use code at Mac Weldon. But I feel like the sponsor,
to be cool with it.
Yeah. It's like Bet DSI. And,
there's a speedrunner I like called Tomato Anus, and he got his code to be anus from several companies, which is good.
We could get fuck, but I think we have to be way more popular.
You can ask them like, hey, you want some fuck?
Yeah, you don't have the stroke at this
exactly.
point. Yeah.
I think that's good because people want to type that into a promo code box.
That's not a 50,000 user stream. That's you got to get into triple digit or 6 digits.
A construction company. I think it's a construction company that's just like close to the studio, just down Manor, called Cumby, CUMBY.
Okay.
I don't know if it's supposed to be like come by or Cumby.
I knew someone whose last name was
That's
Cumby.
a last name, I think.
Cumby.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes more sense because I was like, what does that mean?
Mm-hmm. I knew someone, with that last name.
But also, it's
if it was in neon and there were animated legs kicking, it would,
come by.
It would mean something, what you think?
That actually would be a great name for a place.
What's Come Town about?
Yeah.
It's a comedy. One of the guys I was friends with, like doing stand up, and it's just a comic podcast. It's not. I mean, it's very loose, but it's highly offensive. I mean, it's highly like.
What's the name? Come Town. I imagine.
Yeah.
It would get an old white guy real worked up if it was playing in a public place.
Yeah. No, it's.
Talking about dogs killing people and how we put up with it.
Well, and the logo is spelled out in drizzly. So
you know what's crazy is Come Town was actually the backup name for Always Open. That's what we're gonna call it.
Nice.
Come City is the next.
That's funny. Yeah.
Cumberg.
Cumville.
That's somehow worse.
Yeah.
Cumberg.
Could that be titled this podcast?
Yes, let's do it.
The Cumberg podcast.
We will come to RTX come to Come Town at RTX this July 1st to 3rd, Austin, Texas Convention Center.
Hey, can we just call this the Cumberg podcast?
Come
Town will not be at RTX, but we'll be there. Come see us, rtxevent.com.
Yeah, come see us.
You'll have some really confused 20-year-old dudes.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
No, it's just going to be us. Almost everyone from Rooster Teeth will be there, schedules permitting. I'll be there. You'll be there.
I'll be there.
I don't know if you'll
at
be
RTX.
There.
Yeah. Ship Hits the Fan has a booth.
Oh, a booth. What about a panel?
I'm not used to official recognition coming from Inside Gaming, so this is very. This is awesome.
My favorite used to be when you would tweet at Rooster Teeth like, "Hey, can you tweet about the thing we made?"
They did that. They retweeted that one time, and they told one of my bosses, "Please tell Brian to stop."
No, that was the best.
Yeah.
Aw.
You should continue. You should bring it back.
That's not going to stop me.
Yeah. So
3 beers in on a Saturday.
You're doing a booth, but not like a live episode recording or anything like that?
I don't know. I don't think it's anything that substantial. I think we're just out there, shaking hands.
And are you going to dress up as like ship captains or something? Like, do you have a
we've
wardrobe?
I think there's some plans in there.
You have merch.
Merch.
Oh yeah, we have shirts. Yeah, we have shirts and hoodies.
Good promo.
Do you really? Are they in the store now?
At the Rooster Teeth store, Ship Hits the Fan. It's a cool logo. It's
Use code CUM.
God, people in the comments, if they know what that podcast is, they're going to be so mad.
We have a week until this comes out. Do you think we could organize with the store team to actually have a promo code just for this podcast for come for 50% off? Or 20% off, or
50%.
Maybe not 50, but like 20% off.
I'm gonna need video of them coming though.
No.
What the fuck?
No, just promo code CUM, CUM.
Why not? Let's sure.
Do you think we could do that, Eric?
Well, I mean, they could do it for Garbo Tuesday.
Right.
What do you want exactly?
I want a promo code that lasts from the start of the podcast until maybe an hour after the podcast.
Okay.
For whatever % they're willing to give us, code CUM in the RT store. Maybe like 20% off, 10% off, whatever.
You keep saying any percent and then giving me a number. Let it be any number.
10.
This is how I talk to my kids.
Let it be any number. Let it be any number.
Any number.
We'll get it done if it's any number.
So Brian's going to go after Gavin. Gavin's going to go after
Jesus Christ.
I like your merch. I like the Ship Hits the Fan shirt.
Thank you.
Let me see it. I want to see it.
Oh, I had a funny. We got a review. And I just looked at the reviews, and this is my favorite. I'll read it real quick.
Oh, I can't wait.
If it's okay.
From the RT store.
From Apple.
Oh, podcast review. I thought it was merch review.
This is a review of Ships Hits the Fan from May 20th. 3 stars. has some potential, but some bits need toned down. Good content and researched information. Charlotte carries the show and is hilarious. Patrick has a clear and informative voice, great for narrating the heavier topics. But Brian is forcing jokes into the ground, and his voice is a shock anytime he speaks due to the different voice tones / audio levels compared to the other hosts, as well as interrupting or spoiling future bullet points to make a flat joke.
How dare you spoil a bullet point?
Joke.
This is about me. The last graph. Occasionally make jokes that are borderline offensive to stereotypes. Brian speaking in a stereotypical bad Italian accent almost the entire episode.
Have you done that?
And making jokes about the Irish. And that was just in episode 5. I think that should be an official promo for the
You should use that, yeah.
That was a great ad for the. I'm just gonna go and listen to that episode. I can't
Everyone replied on Twitter. Somebody said, "I'm just gonna repost that exact review with 5 stars."
To leave a 3-star review is bizarre.
Yeah, that's like very indifferent.
3?
3?
That's
Ship Hits the Fan, everybody.
So I looked up in Apple Podcasts.
It's like a T-shirt that you're rating.
I looked up Ship Hits the Fan. You scroll. It's got like all the episodes and the art and everything. You scroll down. It's got like hosts and it's got everyone's names.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's cool. And it's got like a little circle with your initials, kind of like in iMessage. I was like, I'm gonna look up Anma. So I looked up Anma. I scrolled down to hosts, and there's a picture of me here. There's no picture of Jeff, and there were no pictures on any of yours.
Is it pulling? Is it pulling from like IMDb or something?
No. It's like a straight-on photo of me. I've never seen this photo.
Is there a picture of me and Gavin on the Rooster Teeth ones?
There is a very
who puts these
face forward, like mugshot looking photo.
Who's doing this?
I don't know. Let's look up Rooster Teeth podcast.
Maybe it's from your phone that took a picture.
It sounds like Nick is doing this.
Are you doing it? No, Nick's thing. Yeah. There's a picture of Barbara. There's a picture of Gavin.
Which picture is it of me?
It's an old photo of you. I don't know what that is.
That's me in a lab coat. That's like some slow motion.
There's a picture of Jack.
Do you think there was a community member who maybe like did that for us at some point?
Cameron is listed as a host and a guest on the RT podcast. He's been on one episode, and it was just a couple weeks ago.
Was he there?
Yeah. Maybe it's him. Maybe he's been doing this the whole time.
Do they have direct access to your spreadsheet, do you think?
Weird. I don't know where this come from.
A review just came in for next week's podcast. That's crazy.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and wrap this up. All right. I just want to thank everyone for watching. Don't forget, RTX happening July 1st to 3rd here in Austin. More in details at rtxevent.com. And we'll be back live next week.
Cut to the Y.
Also, let us know what you thought of this type of a podcast setup in the comments.
Oh, sod it. Let's just keep this.
Okay.
All right. Bye.